Generations: The Legacy is the most boring show ever produced in South Africa. The show was created and produced by Mfundi Vandla. It is a sort of kind-of spin-off of the far superior and straight-up goated soap opera Generations, also created and produced by Vandla, but with many new and different characters, different settings and different tones. You could just say that the show is set in a parallel universe. The original goated show received overwhelmingly positive reviews, being among the most watched local television shows throughout its long run. Production on the show stopped on the 11th of August 2014, when 16 principal actors began withholding their services following wage disputes, a cut of 500 million rands in royalties and 3-year extended contracts. From the 30th of September 2014 to the 30th of November 2014, the series was put on a highly publicized hiatus, following the dispute with 16 actors, who were fired from the show on the 18th of August 2014 after a week-long strike. Fans were urged not to watch the show in support of the 16 actors. The South African Audience Research Foundation confirmed that instead viewership increased from the usual 7 million to 10 million viewers a night prior to the announcement of the subsequent sacking. Generations returned on the 1st of December 2014, rebranded as the far inferior and doo-doo smelling Generations: The Legacy, with some of the old cast members from the original series. The show received generally negative reviews and low ratings in its first week of airing, but the viewers warmed to the revamped show in the next couple of weeks following its return. I got this information of the Wikipedia page, because I be lazy as fuck. And also, it just occurred to me that whoever wrote this page probably wanted the reader to discredit the cast members, and trying to get sympathy from the public. They are trying to make it seem as if this new incarnation of the show is a breath of fresh air, but to be honest, nothing at all changed from the original. Oh well, who knows, maybe the show can end, and we can have a good show instead. Perhaps intersections? Now that I'm done with my expositional onslaught, I can get into the reasons why I think this show is boring. And also, it goes without saying that these opinions are my own, and I will totally understand if you disagree, but this is my channel, and if you disagree you are a chicken. Now let us begin. In the first episode, we see the characters attending the memorial service of the family patriarch Paul Moroka. The point of leading with this, I would imagine, is to re-establish the Moroka family as the main focus of the show ever, since they were kinda sort of written of the original show after Sophie Ndaba and Connie Ferguson decided to leave the show, which in my opinion was when the cracks started showing, and the show started to lose its identity. The original show is set against the backdrop of the advertising industry, with the main protagonist, the Moroka family, being the focus point of the stories. At its essence, the story was simple, and as far as I can remember there was not a focus put on the criminal underground. I'm trying to remember more important events, but I don't really feel like remembering, because this show was a fever dream. In The Legacy, we are introduced and reintroduced to new and old characters. Old characters include fan favorites Angela, Jonathan, the legendary Karabo Moroka, and Tau Mogale, Cosmo, who was a total badass until he was nerfed silly because reasons. For the new characters, I found it strange that the writing team made it seem as if we already knew these new characters, like how they expect us to believe that Kumkani was here all the time, and to make sure that we like him, he was billed as Tau's younger brother who grew up as criminals. Like seriously, we don't even know these people and now you expect us to care about them? Hell no, give me Karabo, Queen, and that bootylicious vixen Sharon. The show depends way too much on overuse tropes that has plagued the South Africa TV shows, like how many times are we supposed to see a criminal kingpin who is seemingly unstoppable, a poor person who quickly climbs the ladder and becomes a business exec over a short period of time, and also how many times are we supposed to see a forced relationship between two people from two separate worlds who are not supposed to be together, but breaks the odds. Okay, but seriously, I do not want to get into deep, because I low-key want to make a longer video exploring this show further. Oh wow, I cannot wait. Lastly, I believe this show greatly did a disservice to Jack Mabazo, a character who I consider as the greatest villain ever put to screen. In the original, Jack never cared about power, status and all the materialistic bullshit that comes with being a TV show villain. No, he only cared about one thing, causing chaos. So imagine my surprise when he made his return. He was turned into a generic villain reminiscent of Barker Hiatus. I was disappointed as he was forgettable, and even how he died I felt was a missed opportunity. But this will be my next video. For now I say goodbye. Please consider subscribing if you liked my unorganized rant, and also I plan to upload more videos during the coming weeks. This is your friendly neighborhood friend Space Ghost.